Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I have some breaking news coming out here for you. So I want to give you some updates regarding Ukraine and Russia. We have a lot of information to go over. Yesterday, going on through the night in Ukraine and Russia, multiple attacks from both sides. We have Ukraine targeting 3 Russian airfields with drones, and we have reports of several fighter jets that are damaged or destroyed, and also potentially I'm hearing up to 3 Tu-95 MS bombers. These are long-range bombers that are nuclear capable that Russia uses at the Angles Air Base that are potentially damaged or destroyed as well. Okay, not completely able to verify that, but I will show you some information showing that. Okay, so we also have attacks inside of Ukraine. Russia was launching drone and missile strikes on, I believe, Kharkiv again, and also Zaporizhia. All right, and several other regions as well, Odessa and Petrovsk region also. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that came under attack as well. We've got dozens of people that have been injured by attacks. So as I've been saying, these attacks from both sides here are really starting to pick up. Okay, this war is definitely taking off, and we're seeing much more intensified attacks over the last week or two. Basically, ever since that Crocus City Hall terror attack that ISIS claimed they took responsibility for that. So I'm going to be showing you some information here. So let's just get right into this and start talking about it. So on the BBC, it says here, Ukraine war, 6 Russian planes destroyed by drones, says Kiev. Okay, and it says Ukraine has carried out a drone attack against targets in southern Russia and claims to have destroyed 6 Russian planes at an airbase in Rostov. Security sources told BBC Ukrainian 8 more aircraft were badly damaged, while 20 service personnel could have been killed or injured. Forgot to mention that as well. We do have some reports that there's like at 20 or more service personnel. These are Russian soldiers at these air bases during these attacks that could have been killed or injured by these drone attacks from Ukraine. Okay, so the Morozovsk, that's the base here that came under attack in the Rostov region, houses Su-27 and Su-34s. So this is an Su-34, I believe, here in this picture. Okay, and these were aircrafts used on the front line in Ukraine, the sources said. There has been no word from Russia on reports of an airfield attack. So Russia hasn't even commented on this, but Ukraine is claiming that they launched dozens of drones at multiple airfields. There is some video footage online that I've seen. It's not very good footage, so I won't even really show it here. But there is some reports showing that explosions near some of the airfields in Russia. So the BBC has been unable to independently verify the reports. However, Russian officials said that more than 40 drones had been aimed at the region which borders Ukraine. BBC Russian military analyst Pavel Akisonov says an attack by so many drones over a short space of time could have overwhelmed air defenses. So this is what Ukraine does. Okay, whenever they're able to successfully strike targets inside of Russia, and they're getting deeper and deeper and about to get even further deeper into Russia pretty soon when they start releasing these new drones that they're working on. This is what they do is they'll launch, dozens of them at a time, or, dozens at a time, but then there'll be a gap of, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then they'll launch more. So what this will do is it'll overwhelm the air defenses, and then the air defenses can't take them down. It only takes a few to get into an airfield or an oil facility or something like that to really do some damage, especially with these new ones that are coming out that I believe, as far as I know, are going to be carrying up to like 300 kilograms of explosives. So meanwhile, 3 people were killed and 13 wounded in a series of rocket attacks in the Ukrainian city of Zaporizhia. So like I said, Zaporizhia came under attack, 13 wounded by missiles and drones, I believe. Regional Governor Ivan Fedorov said several high-rise blocks and private homes were damaged. 2 missiles struck first, and then after rescuers and police arrived, 3 more hit. He added, Ukrainian media said several journalists were among the injured. Just the other day, too, we had a major attack on Kharkiv. I think it was like 2 days ago. I believe on Thursday, at least Ukrainian time on Thursday. I think it was Wednesday here in America, if you live in America. But yeah, they got under attack as well by a massive drone attack from Russia. And we had reports as well that there was some firefighters that were actually unfortunately killed by some of the drones after they struck some of the houses. There was uh, emergency personnel, excuse me, trying to go in to the building to save people, and they got struck again by more drones, and it killed some of the firefighters, unfortunately. Earlier, Ukraine's Air Force said that overnight and into Friday, Russia had attacked Odessa and Dnipropetrovsk regions and the city of Kharkiv with 13 drones and 5 missiles. Okay, so this, I believe, is the report I was just talking about. All the drones were shot down, it said, but energy facilities were damaged in Odessa region as well as residential buildings in Kharkiv. Also, Russian troops continued their slow advance in Donetsk region. Ukrainian officials said the town of Chasiv Yar was coming under constant bombardment amid reports that Russian forces had reached the outskirts. Reporting the Rostov attacks, the Russian Defense Ministry said Saratov, Kursk, Belgorod, and Krasnodar regions had also been targeted. So these were the other regions here too. Kursk, Saratov, Belgorod, Krasnodar, which Belgorod has been getting hit a lot. Same with Kursk because it's right on the border. They've been attacked by a lot of Ukrainian drones. So it says here as well, it said all the drones involved were shot down. That's what they claimed, which I hear the same claim every single time that the drones are shot down, but then we start seeing reports online and video footage of critical infrastructure getting hit or whatever it might be. In Rostov's Morozovsk district, an electrical substation was hit, leaving about 600 people without power for a few hours, Rostov Governor Vasily Golubev said on his Telegram channel. So we also had an electrical substation in the Morozovsk district where one of the airfields were targeted as well. The Morozovsk airfield. He added that there had been some damage to a 16-story residential block. In a later post, he said 8 people had been injured by explosives detonating on one of the fallen drones during an investigation of the site not far from the aerodrome. Ukraine has stepped up drone attacks on targets within Russia recently, targeting military and energy facilities. It has warned repeatedly that its army is facing severe ammunition shortages, but has set a target of producing 1 million drones domestically this year. So that is one thing, is that they are producing a lot of drones right now, but they are still very short on ammunition in terms of ammo for their guns or artillery, things like that. They definitely have a very short supply of that. And just real quick, I want to give you just a fast update on the Ukraine aid bill. So I have some word that the aid bill, the $60 billion that's held up in Congress, it was supposed to be going up on the floor for a vote this week or potentially next week, but it looks like it's getting delayed again. The House Speaker is pushing it back maybe 2 weeks or more, maybe 2 to 4 weeks before it even gets a vote. Okay, so Ukraine's going to have to hold out here for probably through the rest of this month before they get any kind of aid here coming from the United States. I think the United States eventually will pass some sort of aid. It's just the question of will it be too late? Okay, will Ukraine be able to hold on for this long until the United States can provide them some aid? But we'll have to see. So finally, I want to show you a couple last minute things here. Okay, we're going to be going over some X posts. It's just got a little bit of information. Some of this we already know, and some of it I want to share with you that's new information, okay? So this is a post here from Igor Sushko, okay? And he says, preliminary information from Ukraine, at least 6 planes were destroyed, 8 damaged, and around 20 Russian soldiers killed and wounded in the night attack on Russia's Morozovsk airfield in Rostov. Planes would be Su-34s. So these are some of the planes that were damaged. So the Su-34, which I believe is this one here, and or Su-24s or Su-30s. So other types of fighter jets, the 24s and the 30s, could have been damaged or destroyed as well. Okay, and I believe there is some satellite imagery coming out as well. I wasn't able to find any just yet, but there is supposed to be some satellite imagery to confirm these attacks. So also another post here. This is from Nexta. Okay, and Nexta posted here the main directorate of intelligence of Ukraine and the AFU attacked airfields in Engels, Yeysk, and Kursk. Okay, so three different airfields were attacked. Okay, so this is reported by sources of RBC Ukraine. According to their information, at least three strategic bombers Tu-95MS received serious damage at the military airfield in Engels. So, this is the Tu-95MS right here. Okay, these are long-range strategic bombers that are nuclear capable. Okay, they can carry nuclear bombs on them, and according to this information, we possibly could have three Tu-95MSs that were either seriously damaged or potentially destroyed. And this is a major blow if this is true. I'm not able to completely verify this information, but if it is true, this is really big because Russia only has so many of these, and these are very important to Russia because these are long range bombers. Okay, countries only have so many of these, and these are very effective in terms of bombing rates. So in ASK, according to the interlocutors of the publication, two aircraft of the occupiers Su-25 were completely burned. Okay, so two Su-25s completely burned, maybe destroyed. Another Russian airfield in Kursk was also hit. The results of this attack have not been reported in detail. So, yeah, even a Russian airfield in Kursk also attacked as well. So, this does kind of line up with the information we were reading from the BBC, because BBC did say that Kursk came under attack as well. What was it? There was Kursk, there was Yeysk. I think Yeysk was one of them, and Engels, which is further east. I think that's closer to the Saratov region, if I'm not mistaken, which is much more further inland inside of Russia, potentially like, I don't know, up to 800, maybe 1,000 kilometers inside Russia. Finally, excuse me, I wanted to show you this as well. This is from the Ukrainian front. And they posted here on X, Ukraine will soon start using longer range UAVs that can fly up to 2,000 kilometers and are capable of attacking the Urals. Is it Urals? Urals? I'm not sure. And the Arctic. And by the end of the year, 10 manufacturers will deliver drones with a range of up to 2,500 kilometers. That's very far, guys. This will make it possible to cover the shortage of medium and long range missiles. So, think about this too, is these drones are much easier and cheaper to produce versus missiles. Okay, missiles are very expensive. Every missile that's fired could be potentially, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars per missile. And these drones can be a lot cheaper. Okay, they could be tens of thousands. Okay, they could be maybe 30,000 or 50,000 or even less. Some of these smaller drones are even like 5,000. Okay, so I wanted to show you this map here. So look at how far they're going to be able to target at some point. Okay, 3,300 kilometers. Once they can get these new drones that they're working on right now, and I believe these drones are AI controlled, if I'm not mistaken. They're AI controlled, so they can basically fly themselves in a way. Okay, so this is very huge for Ukraine, and it's interesting because this is mostly what Ukraine is only using. Okay, they don't really have missiles or anything like that. They mainly just have drones, so they're really upping their production on drones right now to use these on Russia. So their main attacks are within this small circle right here. Okay, they're able to get right about 1,300 kilometers for their range, but some of these newer ones will be able to go 2,500 kilometers, and then once they get the really long range drones, 3,300 kilometers. Look at how far they can basically target. If they have any bases up here in the Arctic, they can start going after these. So Russia's got a real problem on their hands here when it comes to attacks inside their country now. Now, it may not be as aggressive as what we're seeing with Russia. Okay, Russia's using lots of missiles. They're using drones too, but they use a lot of missiles like cruise missiles and hypersonics and all kinds of different things. But Ukraine is using whatever they've got to their advantage, which right now, very cheaply, they can produce as drones. So we're going to be seeing lots and lots of drone attacks inside of Russia. And I think what Russia's going to start doing is, if they can't put a stop to these drone attacks that are happening inside of Russia, there's a very big possibility we could see Russia respond pretty crazy here. Okay, and I wouldn't completely rule out the fact that they would use a potential nuclear strike. Okay, would they potentially strike Ukraine with a nuclear bomb? Maybe. It's very possible. And, Russia's just talked about that so much. They've warned about it. And, if it really gets bad inside of Russia and they really get their infrastructure just gets taken out really badly here, we could see some sort of crazy response from Russia, much worse than we've seen now. But let me know what you think down below. I'm just kind of sharing my thoughts there and my speculations for you. And share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. That's going to be it for this update, though. If you got something out of this update, please smash that like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope y'all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.